So I'm Randy. I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Randy.
Hi, Randy.
And welcome to our Saturday meeting. This meeting is called Principles and Application because it's about the way of life, the way of life that Alcoholics Anonymous offers me, not about not drinking. Most of the people that come to AA to stop drinking and stay here to stop drinking don't make it because it's too tough to just not drink. If I could just not drink, I would. I wouldn't come to Alcoholics Anonymous, that's for sure. It's a big waste of time to sit in meetings when I'm not drinking, if I'm not drinking. And, you know, when I came in, I treated my disease. I treated alcohol with the 12 steps. I did the 12 steps to not drink, and the obsession was relieved. And I thought because the obsession was relieved, I had done the work. And now I just have to go to meetings, and when I feel really bad, I have to talk to a newcomer. And that's kind of the, you know, but I went to meetings. I went to meetings to talk about myself, to get out all the stuff, and and hopefully I would hear an old timer with some wisdom that I could relate to that could help me not drink one more day. But that's not what's going on here. This is a program of recovery, and it's 12 steps as a way of life to treat the disease that has very little to do with alcohol. The only thing alcohol does is alcohol is the alternative treatment to my disease for as long as it works. But unfortunately, it doesn't work. Here, throw that on there. After a while, alcohol obviously didn't work. If it did, we'd all still be treating our diseases with alcohol, because that was a great treatment, wasn't it? It was fantastic. I felt terrible. Alcohol made me feel great. I felt lonely. Alcohol made me feel connected. I felt ugly. Alcohol made me handsome. Or I felt you were ugly. Alcohol made you prettier. What a great treatment for what's wrong with me. Alcohol did for me what I couldn't do for myself. What it did was it made me accept everything the way it was. And it was acceptable. And if it wasn't, it made me able to speak about it not being acceptable without the inhibitions and run you out of my life so that I could have something more acceptable in it. And then it stopped working. Darn it. Damn. And now I got to come in here and start learning how to accept again without alcohol. And the program of recovery allows me to do that, to become accepting. Because lack of acceptance is my problem with everything. I can't accept anything in my life the way it is. That's alcoholism. This feeling that everything needs to be different. And that somehow I know what's right. Except for that I don't, because I always get it wrong because of the unsatisfied mind, right? So I'm looking to accept everything, but I have an unsatisfiable mind that can't accept anything. I'm just screwed. So I got to find something, a way of life. I got to find it, and it's here, and it's in 12 steps, and it was given to me as a way of life, not as a chore. I did all 12 steps as a chore, and my obsession to drink was removed, and that was almost a trick, right? Because as soon as the obsession to drink was removed, I thought, oh, Alcoholics Anonymous works. It got rid of my obsession, and then I coasted for years, thinking that the obsession was removed. I was treated. And then I started wrecking my life and everyone around me's life sober. I just did the end of a fifth step, like the sex inventory with a guy. You know, with 10 years of sobriety, I'm still acting badly in relationships. I'm still doing whatever I want, whenever I want. And it's just amazing. You know, with 10 years of sobriety, nothing changes if I don't build a new character. And I don't build it, but nothing changes if I'm not living this 12 steps as a way of life to where a new character could be built. So what I am is I'm the same guy drunk I'm the same guy sober as I was drunk. I'm thinking the same, I'm acting the same, I'm lying and cheating and stealing the same to please self the same. I'm only interested in pleasing self. And then I'm constantly restless, irritable, and discontent sober because nothing changed. And and then and then I get shown how the steps work in my life if I live them. And I get to admit complete defeat today, right? And I talk a lot about complete defeat. I think it's unbelievably important to see that in my life, inside, I'm a complete defeat at not lying to a woman to get what I want, even if it's just to get her to be okay in the moment. Just calm down. I'll tell you whatever you need to hear. Just calm down, or to get what I want, or I live a way of life where I'm a self-seeker even when trying to be kind, and I can't see that that's who I am. And so on the inside, I'm a complete defeat. I'm a complete defeat at acting better on my own power. I'm a complete defeat at being at peace inside on my own power. And I have to see that. And I think that's so important. When I talk about it, even people in AA come up to me and say, you need to lighten up on the complete defeat thing. I can't really relate to that. I get that a lot. And it's funny, right? They used to give me stink eye at prime time when I talk about complete defeat, because nobody wants to admit that. Every natural instinct in it says it's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's not complete defeat. I mean, I'm a little messed up, but I'm not a complete defeat. But I am. Because the only way I'm going to come to believe that a power greater than myself could restore me to sanity is if I see that on my own power I'm insane. I have an unsound mind. There's something wrong with me. And it's complete. It's everywhere. It's when I drive. It's when I shower. It's when I eat. It's especially when I eat and how I order food and how I talk to myself about food and coffee and tea. And I'm a complete defeat at doing anything on my own and being okay. And when I can admit that, then I can start to come to believe that maybe there's a power that's greater than me that could restore me to sanity. Maybe all that self-talking, which is me not being a complete defeat, it's me trying to figure out how to be okay today, how to get what I need so that I can be okay. All that self-talking is me trying to restore me to sanity, and I need a power greater than me that can restore me to sanity. That's what the second step says. There's no more me gonna restore me to sanity. I'm never gonna come up with the right answer. But I have the delusion so deep inside me, I can't even see how deep it is. Still, today, right now, I have the delusion that I'm going to read the right book and I'm going to finally get the answer, and then I'm going to be okay. And I'll restore myself to sanity by learning something outside, or by doing something, or by having something. I'm going to manage well, and then I'm going to be okay. And that delusion is so deep, I don't think you could talk about it enough. If I look at my life, I can see, what is it? Oh, if this just goes okay, and I get that money, then I'll be okay. Yeah, that'll do it. And I don't even know I'm doing it. It seems like you have to do that, right? You have to plan ahead and think about things and money and how are you going to be okay in the future. Except for that, I'm always okay right now. Always, 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 always okay right now. I've always been perfectly okay right now. I never have to plan for the future, ever. And when I do, I'm actually in the disease. The minute I leave this moment, I'm in the disease. And then I'm full of fear, restless, irritable, discontent. So there's a way of life, right? And there's 12 steps, and we're in the 11th step, or we're still in the 11th step?
Mm-hmm.
Sought through prayer and meditation to improve my conscious contact with God right now as I understood it. Praying only for knowledge of His will for me and the power to carry that out. That's now I've done all 10 steps. I've done the 10 steps. I'm living the 10 steps as a way of life. If I'm living them, right, 1 through 6 is all about me. It's all about the disease, how the disease operates in my life, who I am with the disease, and getting to the humility of knowing how my disease is and how it affects me, and becoming willing to stand ready to have God remove all of my defects of character, my whole story. And then 7 through 10 gets you out of the way. Gets you out of the way between me and God, because I make amends to you. I pay back everything that I owe. I make every relationship as right as I can with the power, and I'm humbly asking God what I can do each day to have my shortcomings where I fall short removed, so that I can be the man God wants me to be. So I got me out of the way, I got you out of the way, and now in step 11, it's me and God. Right now, I'm going to go deeper.
Thank you.
I'm going to go deeper right now, deeper into that relationship with that higher power. And all I'm asking for is knowledge of his will for me and the power to carry that out. And my belief is that this moment right now, this is God's will for me. So I don't even really have to pray for knowledge of it. This is it. This is it. This moment right now. Knowledge of God wants me to eat a sandwich now. Wants me to eat it right now. So we're going to read some stuff. I have an extra 12 and 12 too for our newcomer. We're going to read some stuff out of the book, and we're going to talk about how
Yeah.
what?
Your book.
My book. My book
Looks you got like the
become a pile. I can't. I'm attached to it. I love this book. I think it's about time now, though. It used to just be a couple of pages. Now it's all gone to hell. All right.
So we're going to start from page 98.
Yeah, this is what it looks like.
It's the last paragraph, page 98 on 12 and 12. Studying the actual experience of meditation and prayer across the centuries is, of course.
Okay. Who wants to read it? Charles.
Okay, Charles Alcoholic.
Hi, Charles.
The actual experience of meditation and prayer across the centuries is, of course, immense. The world's libraries and place of